In this video, we'll see how to diversify to reduce the risk of the portfolio. The steps are not important. I don't want you to do that for your projects, but the concepts I'd like you to see. So we're going to take the funded column and export that to the data grid where we can do some plotting. And now we're going to plot the benefits versus costs with risk as a bubble. And we'll do it for, let's say, the major objective satisfied. And so we see we have different categories of projects, and these are all of the projects, and these are the funded projects. So if we looked at the funded projects, there are no athletic projects, no recreation projects. Okay, again, the funded ones, and then all. So the athletic projects are very costly and the benefits not that high. And about the recreation ones, the benefits are low as well. And so given the other constraints, we don't have any of these in the portfolio. However, we might want to have a balance so that we have at least, let's say, one or two athletic projects and one recreation project, one or two recreation projects. So after looking at this, deciding that we need some balance and diversification, we can then go back to the resource aligner and we can take one of our custom constraints, the major objective satisfied, one of our user-defined columns, and make what we call custom constraints from those. And over here we see on the right-hand side, residential, services, academic, recreation, and there's a 1 next to each of the projects that fit that category. And then if we look at the bottom, if we scroll down, we can see how many were funded of each type. And so we see that for the recreation projects, there are none funded, and for the athletics, there are none funded. So we could put a minimum, let's say we want a minimum of 1 recreation project. So if we do that, I'll put a 1 in, and when I press the enter, you'll see this percentage goes down because every time we add a constraint, we minimize the, we reduce the effectiveness. So it did go down, but now we have a better balance. Let's say we want to have 2 athletic projects. We put 2 athletic projects in here, and now we have 2 athletic projects. So the optimizer allows you to configure pretty much anything you'd like to do, but gives you measures of effectiveness as you do that and guarantees that you satisfy all the constraints that you've established, plus maximizing the expected anticipated benefits based upon all the judgments that you've made.